A U.S. federal appeals court has just ruled that Donald Trump can face trial on charges he plotted to overturn the results of the 2020 election. This is the second time in as many months the courts have rejected the former president's claim that he is immune from prosecution. Trump was supposed to stand trial in March for his role in the January 6th storming of the U.S. Capitol, but that has been postponed and a new date has not been set. Trump has said he wants to delay the case until after the presidential election in November. The CBC's Richard Madden is in Washington tracking the latest for us. He joins us now. Richard, what can you tell us?
I can tell you that this ruling is a major setback for the former president and in the backdrop of November's election. Now, Donald Trump's lawyers argued he was immune from federal prosecution on charges of plotting to overturn the results of the 2020 election. But the three-judge panel in this ruling by the U.S. Court of Appeals rejected that argument in a unanimous decision. And reading some of these quotes, it really punctuates what they're trying to say. They say, for the purpose of this criminal case, former President Trump has become Citizen Trump with all the defenses of any other criminal defendant. Any executive immunity that may have protected him while he served as president no longer protects him against this prosecution. It goes on to say we cannot accept that the office of the presidency places its former occupants above the law for all time thereafter. So basically, the appeals court says Trump is subject to federal criminal law, just like every other American. Now, this is an historic moment for U.S. politics and its justice system, answering a head-spinning question that's really never been tested by an appeals court, that if former presidents can avoid being held accountable by the U.S. justice system for things they did while in office. And the ruling says, yeah, he can. You'll recall Trump has pleaded not guilty to 4 felony counts, including leading a conspiracy to stay in power and disenfranchise millions of American voters, and of course ending with those violent attacks at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. Now, prosecutors said Trump's claims of presidential immunity would give a theoretical license for future presidents to commit crimes in the White House. We heard these theoretical discussions about accepting bribes, selling nuclear secrets, to even ordering the assassination of political opponents. So, bottom line, this ruling is a loss for Trump and a win for special counsel Jack Smith. But this is far from being the final word on Trump's claims of immunity. The former president and current Republican presidential frontrunner will almost certainly appeal it, which will likely go all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court, who will determine the powers of executive immunity. So this story isn't done yet, but a significant ruling by the U.S. Appeals Court.
Okay, Richard, thank you for getting us those breaking details. The CBC's Richard Madden in Washington.